Okay, so how many of you can visualize being in battle and being peaceful? Okay, only one hand. I got one hand. All right. Good. Okay. I don't think you can be a warrior for God and not know the meaning of this. So I don't think you're going to have success in the conflicts in a marriage, right? Because men are from Mars and women from Venus, right? And all this kind of stuff. And she can't understand why you're watching football with that kind of, you can't even talk about what you want to have for dinner because the football game is on, that kind of thing. And, you know, she thinks you're nuts because you're that focused on the daggone game on TV and you're not one of the players, but you act like you're one of the players and you're up there and you're like, yes! And she thinks you're crazy. Or he thinks you're crazy because you said you were going for some socks at the mall and you come back 5 hours later with a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't plan to get. And he thinks you're crazy, right? So there are going to be these fights, right? And we're going to be dealing with stuff like that's in the other person's blind spot. And so he's like saying, if you confront it like, well, confrontation is bad, well then all these things, all these blind spots and these false assumptions and these entitlements, they're just going to stay in there. You don't get any forward, you don't get progress. You get slow progress if you get progress. But if you have peace, peace comes from, it's not in this video selection today, but in another sermon, Young Janim talks about fighting from victory. Yeah. Okay? And so we're going to talk about that a little bit later. And if you're fighting from victory, that is the place where the peace is. Okay? And so that's a very important thing that we'll be talking about later. Okay.
Say, I don't care who you are, how much you run, how fast you think you are going to face that one day in your life.